Imagine losing everything: your money, your health, your friends. You pray every day. You try to obey Allah and avoid sinning. Yet life keeps getting harder. At some point, a question enters the mind: if Allah really loves me, why am I suffering? Today, we will discuss something powerful. What if the difficulties you are facing are not a sign of Allah's anger? Stay until the end because understanding this will completely change how you view every hardship in your life. Most people think that good life means Allah loves me and a difficult life means Allah is angry with me. But Islam teaches us something very different. Let's think about the prophets. Who was more loved by Allah more than them? Prophet Nuh alayhi salam preached for centuries and was mocked. Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam was thrown into the fire. Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam was betrayed by his own brothers and imprisoned. If hardship meant hatred, then why were his most beloved servants tested the most? The reality is that a comfortable life is not always the sign of Allah's pleasure, but rather Allah judges people by their heart, faith, and action, not by how easy their lives are. Imagine you are wearing a white shirt and a tiny stain appears. Wouldn't you want it clean before an important meeting? Our sins are like those stains, and sometimes Allah uses hardship and difficulties to cleanse us. Listen to what Allah said, not once but twice. He said, surely with hardship comes ease. It's like Allah telling every struggling heart, don't lose hope. I want you to be absolutely certain that your hardship is not the end of the story. A sickness, a failure, or a disappointment, those things we really hate. Yet those very things may be removing sins from our records. Think about that bad day. It could be erasing years of mistake. A hardship that made you cry at night could be saving you on the day of judgment. A believer sees pain differently, not as meaningless suffering, but as purification. This doesn't mean that every hardship is because of sin. Sometimes Allah tests good people for higher reasons. Let's be honest, when everything is going perfectly, many people forget Allah. Their prayers become rushed, and the Quran gathers dust. The zikr becomes less frequent. The heart becomes attached to the world. Then suddenly, a test arrives, and everything changes. Now the same person wakes up for tahajjud. Now they are making dua in tears, reading the Quran daily. That hardship brought them back. Think about your own life. Was there any difficult moment that made you closer to Allah? Maybe it was depression, loneliness, or maybe a failure. The pain hurts, but it also awakens something inside you. A connection with Allah that wasn't there before. Sometimes Allah take away one thing to give us something greater, a stronger relationship with Him. One of the hardest things about tests is that we only see the present. Allah sees the future. You see a closed door. Allah sees a disaster that door could have led to. You see a delayed opportunity. Allah sees perfect timing. And years later, many people look back and see that delayed opportunity was the right thing. At the time, they cried and didn't understand, but later they realized that Allah was protecting them. If there is a story that teaches patience, it's the story of Prophet Ayub. He had wealth, family, and health. Then one by one, everything was taken away. His situation became difficult that most people would have lost hope, but he remained patient. He continued worshipping, trusting, and believing. Eventually, Allah restored what he had lost and rewarded him immensely. His story teaches us that patience doesn't mean you never feel pain, but rather you continue trusting Allah despite the pain. So, the next time you are feeling a hardship, remember that the difficulty you are experiencing today may be preparing you for something greater. So, don't lose hope, don't give up, and don't think Allah has forgotten you because the strongest proof of Allah's love is the test that leads you back to Him.